Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening. Today I would like to further explain about tutorial question number 4, which is basically it's asking about what happen if you lie during an interview session and what are the advantages and disadvantages. So the first question asking about what are the advantages and disadvantages of completing the question honestly. So in my point of view, the first advantage is, of course, you can be trusted. When employee know that you are being honest during the interview session, they know that you are the type of person that can be trusted to carry out the job or the task given towards you. When this happens, the employee will likely to entrust you with a better task or ask you to involve during their decision making session. Not only that, the people around you, such as co-worker, other participant, your friends, member, family, will respect you more for your trustworthy value. So my next point is you can increase your chances of success. So basically, when interviewer tends to choose people with high honesty to work in their company, chances of you getting picked to fill in the job position will be higher than the others candidate. And say for example, if you are already work in the organization, you will get promotion easily as the employer can be trusted you with a higher job position and other responsibility. Even if you lie and you pass during the interview session, sooner or later the employer will find out the truth by using tools such as performance appraisal or calling out a referral person that we stated in our resume. So my next point is you'll give out a good impression or good image towards the employee. I'm sorry. So being honest is a virtue when you are in a working industry, and this is because not many people out there that can be trusted, and leaving a very good impression can be a good advantages towards yourself, because people this day they tend to judge only what they see. So when you leave a good impression, people will judge you positively. So for the next for the same question, next is disadvantages. So the disadvantages, in my point of view, the first point is other people will leave a bad impressions on you. So having a bad impression is not a good thing, as people will only judge you through what they want to see, and this will decrease your credibility as a good worker. And during the interview session, if the interviewer found out that you have been lying throughout the whole session, they'll get rid of you straight away. So my next point is you are actually blocking other people who are actually have more talent or qualified than you to get the job. So let's say you are accepted to work in the organization and fill in the job position. You are actually blocking other people who are actually more qualified and capable in doing those jobs. The organization are searching for candidates that have a true talent and are capable on completing the task. As we all know, some people didn't pass the interview session, not because they are not qualified. They didn't pass the interview session because they did not know how to make themselves appealing to the interviewer. So my next point is risk of getting fired in the future. So even if you pass the interview and receive the job, sooner or later the employer will find out. When the employer that hire you when the employer hire you, sorry, they expect you to complete all the tasks given efficiently and effectively. And when they found out that you are not competent in completing those tasks, they'll dismiss you. Employer usually will find out that you are no longer competent by using the performance appraisal. So the next question is asking about what are the advantages and disadvantages of completing the question in a way you think the company is looking for. So in my point of view, most of the company are looking for a worker that are truly being honest during not only during the interview session, but throughout the working process. So the first advantages is it really show that you really want the job position. This will show that you are ready to carry out the tasks and responsibility that were given to you. Most of the organization out there are trying to find a candidate who really want that job, not because they have to work, but because they are passionate to carry out those tasks. So the next point is interviewer will have a good impression on you. Every employer like their employee being honest, and giving out a good impression of you towards the employee is a big advantages because you can have a better career development than the other candidates. And next is it will show how good you as a person. And for me, overall, when you display a good image of yours, people around you will start to trust you. Employer think that you'll have the potential to carry out the tasks that are given to you effectively and efficiently. So the disadvantages is some interviewer might find you unattractive. This is because when you are being too honest, the interviewer will think that the only thing that you can do, I mean that's the only thing you can do. So as an example, the interviewer can ask you whether you can handle stress or not. And if you are being too honest and stated that you can't handle too much stress, it will lower your chances to being selected. And you during the interview session, you have to be more creative in finding a way on how to answer and tackle the interviewer question. And so the last question is, what would you really do in a situation like this? So in my opinion, during an interview session, it is the best for you to being honest. Be honest as much as possible as you can. Try to answer the question that were given towards you more carefully. Try to always be calm and listen to what the interviewer are trying to say. And of course, before you enter the interview session, study the company, especially their nature of business and any detail that are important beforehand. I mean, before you enter the interview session. I think that's it for me. Thank you and stay tuned.